Are we live? I think we are. I am not addicted. Well, I sort of am addicted to Plants vs. Zombies. We're gonna be live streaming this once again. Back on YouTube. You know, I've been using Twitch a lot for the live streams, and that is gonna continue. But this is kind of YouTube week. There's not only gonna be this live stream, which obviously the live streams happen every Monday here on DrKendoCommentaries, but there's also gonna be some other live streams this week, so I do hope everybody is excited and ready for fun surprises to come. I'm here in the Zen garden, waiting for people to come here, of course, giving people a chance to get in to the live stream. Most of the time, people don't show up until after I've been streaming for about like 5 minutes, so it is good for me to wait just a little bit before the action begins. But I'm happy to be back to Plants vs. Zombies. Haven't played this in a little while. Please read the description if you're wondering about Plants vs. Zombies 2 and why or why not we'd be live streaming that instead. But yes, I welcome all who are arriving, should they be arriving. Hard for me to keep tabs on that at the same time, so it's just gonna be me on mic today. Hope everybody's cool with that. Yes, I got a haircut and it looks stupid. I hate when my haircut first happens, you know, it's not, I get more used to it, you know, over time, of course, but I like it when it's a little bit longer. I like long hair in general, typically, but yes. So, we'll go ahead and probably get started now, I guess. So far, it looks like stuff is still being sent to everyone's feed. So, there is Steph of Anime, one of the moderators, of course. She'll be in the chat moderating things, as moderators do, and keeping tabs there. So, making sure, of course, people don't request Scribblenauts things. But anyway, that geek drawer, you're probably lagging, actually, if it's lagging at all, because my computer doesn't really lag, and it would be on, I have actually really good internet and everything. That's typically how it goes. Okay, let's see here. So, I was thinking about trying something new, but it actually probably wouldn't work on these roof levels. I was going to have you guys pick which plants that I use and don't use, but the only problem is doing that again, it's like, oh, hey, there's more people. Hello. But yeah, doing that on a roof level, it's like most of these plants can't attack things unless they're completely like right next to adjacent to the zombies, or if they are in that front flower pot lane, you know, on the flat part of the roof, because the roof sort of has like a curve up, straight, and then back down. So, yeah. All right. And I don't take the beacon from the well because I'm too smart for that. Yeah. And I appreciate that, Joel Nunez. I definitely appreciate your support. So anyway, we're going to just go with, obviously, the catapult type plants. I like the melon pult. It is kind of expensive, but I'm going to go with that because really I just use the kernel pult for most of my attacking. And, of course, have little walnuts and squash as my main defenses, I guess. And so, alright, that geek drawer, you go leave then. Anyway, so yeah, I think that that's a pretty good team for a roof level. Again, I wish I could use other things, but a lot of the times, you know, these are a little bit different. You can't use the pea shooter type plants as much, you know, so it's not as easy, I guess, for them. So here we go. Gonna get it started, and I appreciate, oh wait, I already saw that comment. I thought that you're my favorite YouTuber comment was a new one. Anyway, welcome everybody. So yes, questions are, of course, always welcome. They always are, I should say. And for this, we will hopefully finish up Plants vs. Zombies. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should say hopefully. This is a pretty fun game, but we may or may not beat it on this particular round. I would have to be playing a bunch of levels on this, but we'll see. Perhaps I will, perhaps I won't. And so if I beat it here today, we'll have to stream another thing. But remember, most of the streams are going to be going on to twitch.tv/DrKendo. That is twitch.tv/DrKendo. And the reason mostly for that is that I, would like to keep my YouTube channel sort of one main thing that I'm good at, which is the Scribblenauts videos and what you guys like to see, and not mess with the rankings and things like that. But, we'll do a few live streams on YouTube here and there. But Twitch, for me, is just a platform that I want to get involved with, want to show them I could, maybe be a Twitch partner over there. But, again, feel free to ask your questions and leave Scribblenauts requests for Scribblenauts Unlimited episodes. Just leave them on those videos, please. There are about, how many are there now? Over 160 of them at this point for you to request things on. So, plenty of videos for you to leave those comments on. But yes, what up, everybody? So, we already got my moderator, Steph of Anime here, doing what she does, and what I love for people to do is, my moderators to do, I should say, is to put links in the chat. It is fantastic. Hello, Amazing John HD, except for my name is not Dr. Kendi. And, get that, there we go. Oh crap, I forgot, I didn't have a thing, I didn't have a plant right there. I'll just explode him like a creeper. Okay. And so, let's see here. What else do we got? And again, favorite MR cool. I am not Kendi. BlueJ1013. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you love the videos. It definitely, I never get tired of hearing that. So I really, really appreciate it. You guys rock. You rock very much. All right. And no, I don't want too many moderators and stuff, and I just pick moderators that I know, in real life really well. And it takes a long time to, I guess, get moderator status and whatnot. Steph and Jomodo, they're the only ones right now. Well, the Crimson Knight, I believe he's also a moderator as of recent times, but I've known that guy for like 11 years or something. Man, been a long time. Life has really gone by. All of these years. But yes, I am definitely open to questions, so if you want to make this live stream questions, I'll actually be able to answer them just by myself. Often I have other people answering the questions too, but this means that I will just get through them. And thank you so much, MiniFrog27, that's so kind of you. The kindness is killing me, which is good. Kill him with kindness. I much appreciate it. How has everyone's day been going, and what are you gonna be for Halloween? That's what I should be asking you guys. I'm always excited to hear people's costumes for one, but also there's a one strip of road, I guess, in my hometown where you can always see the most craziest costumes on Halloween night, and people just have the craziest, most elaborate. They should make like a reality TV show, one of those kinds of things, because it's definitely a spectacle to see. And Thomas Frank will put you in timeout for that. Anyway, what do we got here? So, Joel Nunez, I play other games all the time. And this week there will actually be surprises for one, but a non-surprise is that I will be streaming the Splatfest. So, Splatoon fans, Splatfest fans, I will be representing Team Ninjas in the Ninjas vs. Pirates Splatfest. It's gonna be exciting, I hope, for everybody else as well. Nice. Looks like Hubba Dubbatron is gonna be Steven Universe. He's also gonna make a custom shield. That's pretty cool. Good idea. Hopefully lots of people will respond well to that, since Steven Universe is one of those real big things in life these days. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in all this craziness because here comes the big wave. J.E. Sentry, that's awesome. Said he's gonna be a superhero called the Hooded Knight. The Hooded Knight. That is pretty sweet. Let's put that down. And I remember everybody. So whoever asks, do you remember me? Of course I remember you. Excuse me. I had some Red Bull just before this, so, I'm just holding back and The Red Bull is inside of me. I want to go crazy, but I can't. Edward Choi is asking the first question. Who was the first person you met on the task force? For those who don't know, the Task Force 5 is the other YouTube channel that I'm a part of. I play a big hand in it, just as one of the five members. Obviously, it's called Task Force 5, so as you would expect, there are 5 members, but I am one of the 5. And yes, so you can just go check it out, youtube.com/taskforce5. Now it would be FIVE, so not the number 5 or whatever. But yes, the first person that I actually met from that would be the Crimson Knight. He and I went to the same university for undergraduate, and yeah, we began our friendship kind of a long time ago. So it has been many, many years, as I mentioned way early on. So let's see here. The bungee zombie only took, dang it, a pot. You crazy, damn, that middle lane is getting messed with. Must attack them. Okay, that's good, that's good. Doing good, doing good. Okay. Oh man, they don't have Halloween over there. Go Turk Gaming. So let's see. Steph of Anime, she's cosplayers get to come out post cons. Exactly. That's a good point. Very, very good point. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I just put a melon pult ahead of a walnut. Now I'm probably gonna have to put another walnut there. Let's squash that dude. Boom! Here comes the boom. Alright, we'll get the double sunflower over here. Philip Soriano is asking, what is the purpose of life? I'm wondering if I should give this the real answer or some hilarious answer. Except for, I'm not thinking of anything hilarious on the spot. No, this damn bungee guy's taking my cord. You took my cord. And let's see. Dr. Kendo is most certainly not the Illuminati, Edward. You know, that sort of thing can get you put in time out. Let's see here. No, I am definitely not as powerful as the Illuminati. I'm like an Illuminati battler. I fight for the people. Alright. I would look at the chat, but right now I'm just a little scared. I'm insecure about my defense. We need more melon pults. That's my belief. Alright. But yes. Thank you, Oliver Azemi. That is pretty cool. Having 11111 subs. Pretty awesome. Let's squash that guy. Damn it! He took out my pot. I was saving that pot for something good. There we go. Let me guess. That's going to be one of those Dr. Kendo 2015 quotes. I've always pronounced your name right, Philip. Alright. But I certainly don't doubt, because I used to think I was decent at pronouncing people's names, but then I became a YouTube sensation. Mini sensation. You see some of the most crazy to pronounce names. What up, Matthew Thurmond? You're the bomb. Hello. Hello to all, and to all, hello. Alright, Hubba Dubbatron, what are your 3 favorite Scribblenauts creations that you've made? So I'll put Teen Titans at number 1. That's pretty much always what I say for these answers when people ask what's my favorite. But if you're kind of going with the others too, I actually really like the recent FNAF World creations. And then, you know, I don't know if I can reveal the 3rd favorite one because I'm currently in the works of it. You guys haven't seen it yet. So hopefully that excites you. But I also don't want to overspoil that, so please just know that is something that you will see in the probably weeks to come. You know, I don't think it's too far off, but want to get it right, want to work on it and stuff, so. Yes, Logan Haynes, what's up? He said, just remember there's a stream today, every Monday. A lot of the times it'll be on twitch.tv/DrKendoCommentaries, so be sure to go follow over there, if you are not there yet. Oh, crap. Now here comes the bungee dude for my sunflower. Starflower. I'm thinking of Teen Titans. Ay, ay, ay. Life is crazy. Times have been busy, and my brain is like mush. especially after doing that Minecraft story mode stuff. I had to look up a bunch of clips for Minecraft story mode to create those characters for you guys. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you liked it and all of that. Damn these Bungie dudes. I have to replace everything they steal. But yes. Alright. Amazing John HD, who is your favorite FNAF character? This is one that I've always said, specifically the cupcake. If you're just going with animatronics, I'll answer that differently, but definitely anything involved with the cupcake. And really, I would say the Nightmare Cupcake. Oh man, I love that Nightmare Cupcake, he's the bomb. But let's see, gonna have to replace these damn bungees. Oh, I actually have the, whatchamacallit, what do they call this? The umbrella leaf. I actually have that to protect from these Bungie guys, but they keep taking the stuff in the back where I already have all my plants. Bastards. So let's see. Anyway. As I was saying though, my favorite FNAF animatronic, so you know, going away from the cupcake and more towards animatronics, that would have to be Bonnie. Very close call with Freddy. And, yes. Oh my gosh, Hubba Dubbatron. I was actually not killed by Ouija. I will never die. But that would be scary. I was scared when he was looking at me as a 8-year-old. He went back in time and found me as an 8-year-old. But yes. Pixelmon Frown says, what's your favorite FNAF game? And I'm aware that the cupcake's name is Carl to everybody. I refuse to call it Carl. But anyway. My favorite FNAF game is, I haven't played any FNAF game, but just going based off of kind of what I've seen and everything like that, it would probably be FNAF 4 for games that are out right now, but FNAF World is certainly going to be my favorite because I love RPGs, I love Scott's characters, really cool characters, and so I will be excited to play as them in RPGs, and I will get that game for sure. Definitely want to make time for that. So it's gonna be tough with all the stuff that I've got going on in life, but yes, I hope you guys are ready and excited for that. We'll put down some more pumpkin things. I'm forgetting to use all my resources here. Alright. Oh, that sucks, Gavin Rickaboff. Yeah, that you don't get the melon pult on that. You got the iPad version, you say? Yes. And JE Sentry, people come and go all the time. The stream amounts fluctuate like crazy. I mean, people will leave and then people will come there. And Joshua Hodgson, you probably wouldn't have my virginity. You know, I've already lost my virginity, and fortunately that was to my wife. So, if you wanted it, you would really have to do some serious romancing. But thank you, that's very flattering. Much appreciated. Now let's see here. I hate these ladder zombies. They're some of my... I hate them. And so... Hubba Dubbatron. Spooky Chewy says, hello, friends. Yes. What up, everybody? Let's see. Oh, man. We will definitely do that and remove that comment. All right. So yes, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you everybody who's here. And if only we were on a different level, I would say, hey, you guys should totally suggest which plants I'm gonna use. But unfortunately on the roof levels, it doesn't really work so well, so just gonna have to go with my choices right here that I've got. Yes, Philip Soriano, Scott did recently confirm the nightmare things that you've mentioned, but as I said before, leave Scribblenauts requests on Scribblenauts videos. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those. But you have like 160 plus videos to request all of those on, so yeah, now. Anyway. J.E. Century is saying, how was your first time? Oh, playing Plants vs. Zombies? It was great. I love the game. Philip Kuss is saying, what PvZ game is your favorite? I've only played 2 of them right now, just Plants vs. Zombies 1. I've played a very extremely buggy version of Plants vs. Zombies 2 because I don't have a smartphone, and I don't actually have a method of capturing smartphone footage, so even if I did have a smartphone, I wouldn't be able to stream it to you guys and show it off, and so that would be quite unfortunate, wouldn't it? But, yes. So, my favorite, of course, is PvZ1 right now, as I've played that one the most, but I can see the appeal of Plants vs. Zombies 2. The problem is that it's, for one, it was buggy when I was playing it, but it's like, it's a lot harder, which is good. You know, people probably want harder, the game to be harder, but sometimes it's a little bit too tough. Maybe I just suck. But again, it was really buggy, so maybe that was what was making it harder. Alright. Lego Reviews and Gaming says, I'm here! Root beer or Dr. Pepper? With a name like Dr. Kendo, you would think I would go with Dr. Pepper. You know, us doctors gotta stick together, but I'm actually gonna go root beer on that. I've just always kind of been drinking root beer throughout my life, and so I would probably go with root beer. But man, I love Dr. Pepper, so it is a close battle, and very, very close. So, yeah, Steph of Anime, the comment does get removed on everybody else's end, but it stays up on my video because I'm screen capturing the comment. So you're doing good by removing it. You know, that's good modding and everything. It's just since I'm the controller of all of this, yes. And Northern Blades, I would say that that's a compliment, but I don't know if you're trying to mean that as a compliment. So that I look 20 because I'm actually almost 30. So if you're trying to insult me, then piss off. But otherwise, thank you. I don't know. I always look at myself as old as I am. I don't ever think I look younger than I actually am. We Fit You says that I'm young. We Fit You's always putting me at like 21 or 22. It likes to just flatter me though. Senseless flattery. Thank you, Drew Harris. That's so sweet. I much appreciate it. MiniFrog27 is saying, what plants do you use the most? Well, I definitely use the kernel pult like every round. I love the kernel pult. It's pretty amazing. So, definitely the kernel pult, and obviously the sunflower, if that wasn't obvious. And other than that, you know, I do have some plants that I like, but I do like to keep rotating and trying new plants every now and then and whatnot, except for these roof levels. Again, the roof ones are very sort of linear with my path. I just have to choose the catapult type weapons and the squash, you know, and some of the explodey weapons for the later roof levels, because I'm definitely gonna have to face that gargantuar and he's gonna be crazy. And so, Matthew Thurman, basically going on that same topic, he's saying, what is your favorite plants? Mine is the cattail. I just recently tried the cattail and it's pretty awesome, so I definitely like it. Crap, I didn't pay attention to this guy. Damn it. But yes, I agree with you, the cattail is pretty amazing. But again, I like the kernel pult the best, and I like the sunflower a lot as well. I feel like there's another one that I'm blanking on. It's been a long day, everybody. It's been a really long day. My wife wasn't feeling too good yesterday and a little bit into today, but she's a lot better now, and she's at her choir and everything. She was still able to go to her choir rehearsal and whatnot, so good for her. I'm glad that she's feeling better. You know, Mrs. K, we all love her. Am I right? Am I right? We all love Mrs. Kendo. Oop, gonna stop that dude right there. There we go. So yes, thank you for the question so far. Lego Reviews and Gaming is saying, Dr. Kendo, what is your favorite Smash Brothers character? You know, I have a lot of them. I like Little Mac, I like Diddy Kong, I like Sonic, even though to me, Sonic is a pretty abysmal character as far as his skills and stuff. But, I don't know, I mean, I love a ton of characters on Smash Brothers, especially Smash Brothers for Wii U. Donkey Kong as well, I like him a lot. That's not necessarily all characters that I'm good with, those are a lot of the ones I guess I play with, but, yeah. Smash Brothers, good stuff. I can remember a day when I was actually good at Smash Brothers back on N64, and then everybody and their dog started playing Smash Brothers, and I quickly found out as the game went online and stuff like that, there were plenty of people better than me, and I'm not all that good or special at the game, so I should probably stop talking about that. Yes. And so, Dr. Kendo, you pronounce a name, it's pronounced with a long, sorry, yeah, I'm just gonna butcher some names and not butcher others. I wish that I could pronounce everybody's right off the bat. I really wish I could. I definitely do apologize. But hey, you guys see my name and still say Dr. Kendi. That's not right. Just not right, man. Alright, what do we got here? The Hollow Templar. It's midnight where you're at. Dang, buddy. Well, thank you for your support. Thank you for coming here. And yes, most of the streams will be on Twitch, so if you have not followed my Twitch, it's twitch.tv/DrKendo. I'm gonna keep saying it till we get more followers over there. And even then, I'll keep saying it, so sorry. These guys, I hate these damn ladder zombies. They're pissing me off. I hate them. They don't like me either, so it goes both ways, really. Yo, what up, Reese Brooks? Chewy going up against the Shulk. You gotta be careful not to piss off my moderator, Steph of Anime. I give her lots of power. YouTube may not give her a whole lot of power, but I do. My moderators are very important to me, and I like to be sure that they're taken care of. And I can't play PvZ2 on the iPad. I don't have an iPad. And as I mentioned before, the description says my situation on Plants vs. Zombies 2. It really isn't a superior game in my opinion, but again, I'll have to play the non-buggy version of it to really find out. But we will certainly see. God, this is suckish. This is not good. Gonna have to put another walnut there. Sheesh. I do not like this. I do not like this. It's because these damn ladder zombies. No! Why did I put down that flower pilot? Yes. I really appreciate your support, the Hollow Hollow Templar. Sorry. I'm reading things back and forth. No, get the ladder guy! Damn it! I am a fool. No, damn your ladders. Damn you! And your ladders. Alright. I'm presuming that's meant to say something else, so we'll remove that. Anyway. Let's see. Has any random YouTuber asked to marry you? It happens to a lot of YouTubers. That's from Hubba and, no. Not a lot of other YouTubers probably even know me. I mean, unless you're talking about, like, not big famous YouTubers, just regular YouTubers, then yeah, I think maybe just small size people have asked me, small size YouTubers. Damn it. You guys! No! Oy, oy, these ladder zombies. Hey, Gewalt! Yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. I'm gonna have to let my roof cleaners take those guys. I'm so sad. I hate relying on the roof cleaners. Alright. Sorry, everyone. I will get to your questions very soon. Just trying to save a major catastrophe from happening here. Not doing the best job. Lego Reviews and Gaming says, what do you think about YouTube gaming? I don't know. It has some, you know, maybe flaws to work out, but it's not really a platform I've given a lot of my time to, so I can't give the most fair, I guess, you know, assessment of it. And so I probably shouldn't judge it too much before I go start saying things about it, but I mean, I like that YouTube is trying to compete and everything, so that's cool. YouTube's trying to make an offering kind of similar to Twitch, but right now Twitch is pretty cool. Twitch has a good system going down. We'll see. YouTube, you know, I feel like they shouldn't just try to be like other people, you know, they should do their own thing, then they're successful for a reason. Although, I don't think YouTube has made Google money. I think they typically just break even, but I don't know that. Damn it! I placed it in the wrong spot! Ay, ay, ay. See, my brain is just like this on streams. It's not a good situation. God damn it. Ay, ay, ay. Not good. And yes, rip headphone users, for anybody who's gonna say that. I scream, okay? I'm excited. I try to be exciting for you guys. You know, don't want to overdo it necessarily, but Dr. Kendo's always been known for being a scream queen. A screamer. So, yes, forgive me and my screams. I just like to scream. Like to make things dire. So yeah, if anybody's asking me to like play some other game, I don't have most of the games you guys ask me to play, but I also can't, you know, budget that in my life typically. So if you want to either donate using the fan funding button or buy me the game, you know, I've got a Steam wish list. You guys can do that, you know, if you really want to see it. But otherwise, you know, I also just have a limited amount of time. I can't just play everything. I really wish I could. I really wish I could for you guys, but it's not possible with my insane life. My life is so crazy. Sometimes I yearn for a simpler time, but I wouldn't trade YouTube for anything right now, except for, obviously, if it came down to my wife or YouTube or something like that, you know, obviously I'd pick my wife, but it doesn't have to come to that. She's good. My wife's, you know, at terms with the YouTube channel. She likes it. She likes that I do it. It's an expression of my creativity and all that, so I appreciate her, and you guys should appreciate her. She obviously, you know, allows me to, I guess, you know, take some time away from her and spend it with you guys as well, so sometimes she'll join me, of course. Oh, crap. Yeah, so this isn't looking good. Okay, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. Damn it! Yeah, about us completing this thing tonight. That's probably not gonna happen. Damn it! And again, you guys asking me to play stuff, I explained it just now. I cannot unless you buy me the games or something like that. So, anyway, let me get to some of your comments. My brain is just mush, so let's see here. And thank you so much, Stella Velasquez. Says you are our god. I appreciate that. What is Philip saying? They're saying just calm down and wait till he sees. Drew Harris, you're saying, so Kendo, if you see this message, how long or to what extent objective are you going to stop the stream? I want it to last forever. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I wish it could last forever, but I get exhausted just doing this. You know, it seems so simple, right? Just talking on screen, but I'm just exhausted by everything in life. I mean, literally, I just get exhausted by, like, everything, but, oh, yeah, so to answer your question, sorry. Kendo needs to wake up. To answer your question, I'll probably, you know, be going for about an hour more, maybe 45 minutes or so more, than right now, so hopefully you guys will continue to enjoy it. My brain is just turning to absolute bleh. What would have helped me last time? Probably something like a jalapeno. That probably would have been good. So yeah, we'll take that on. What else would have helped me? I could do the tall nut instead, but I didn't have enough money for everything already. So Reese Brooks says hashtag Dr. God Kendo. Thank you. That's very sweet. I'm not a god, but I appreciate it. And somebody said hello. I don't know where you are. Let's see. All right, well, whoever said hello recently, sorry, I can't go through everything. Jatinder Keda, that was probably you, says, hi, man. So, thanks. And no, Robloxian Horse Productions, you didn't miss the live stream, we're still here. My Steam name is Dr. Kendo, dr.kendo. So let's see here. What should I pick? Pick the jalapeno, that's good. I don't know, I didn't... Oh, yeah, I need the sunflower. God, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm gonna have to just go with that. You guys, I almost screwed that up. Sierra Crosby, thank you. You're saying, I absolutely love your Scribblenauts videos. They're super cool. And also, are you gonna make covers of other songs or more birthday singing? I don't do birthday singing. I did that 3 years ago, but no, I don't do that. You know, I probably just I don't know. The cover thing, it's tough because when I make parodies and whatnot, it gets claimed sometimes on my YouTube channel. So like when I was doing the Mario Kart commentaries, parodies, though a lot of those were getting claimed, you know, if they were too close, I guess, to the original. And so I'd have to, you know, really work on it to make it distinguished and stuff like that. But there will usually be a Scribble Ventures parody. So whenever I do a Scribble Ventures episode, at least one of the skits in the show is a parody. So hopefully you guys like that, and yeah. So that's sort of a vague answer for a reason, because I don't really know. All that stuff takes a lot of time, and you guys want to see the Scribblenauts stuff. So if I don't do Scribblenauts, you know, there will definitely be the most outroar, you know, outrage. So I have to keep that going, right? Anyway, let's see. So people who are saying, you know, answer me, damn it, and all that stuff, I can't, you know, keep track of everything. It's just way too much, and I also don't have anybody on the Skype call with me, so it's going to be that much harder for me to just keep up with everything that's going on. So please, you know, have patience. And no, it's okay. Said sorry, I didn't know the birthday stuff was 3 years ago. That's okay. I'm just explaining. Let's see, Joel Nunez. I am 29 years old. Every bit of it, and I'm feeling it every day. All right. Thanks, Professor Griswold. Loving the new haircut. I was saying at the very, very start of the stream when hardly people were here, so I'll say it again. I really don't like the haircut when I first get it all the time. It's always too short for my own liking, and so I always hate when I first have my haircut. But then I, you know, warm up to it, and it gets a little longer pretty fast. My hair grows pretty quickly. Blessing and a curse, of course. But yeah, so thank you, though. I appreciate that. Yes, I am blonde. Very dirty blonde, though. Just depends on what lighting I'm in, typically, to see it or not. Let's see. And my name is Dr. Kendo, not Mr. Kendo, for anybody who has not made that distinction. Dr. Kendo. Doctor! Yes, yes. So, as I said, these streams will pretty much always be about 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern usually, give or take a few minutes, and always on Monday nights. But this particular week is going to be full of surprises. I am going to surprise live stream something on Friday, but then we have the Splatfest coming up as well on Halloween. So on the 31st, Saturday, I will live stream the Splatfest. So people who enjoy seeing me over there in Splatoon, Splatfesting it up. Hopefully I'll have some other people on the Skype call with me so we can just have a good party. My task force friends, of course, is who I'm referring to. And good times will be had by all and shared by many. So, hope you're looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. Going to be great. Yes, it's working. It's going to be awesome. What up, Doc? All right. We can talk about anything, Professor Griswold, during a PBZ live stream. It's okay. We just don't want to request Scribblenauts objects. We can talk about them, but we just don't want to request them. So let's see. That's really the only thing mainly off limits. I mean, I'm sure you guys could find some things that should be off limits, but do me a favor and don't test that. You guys are crazy. And hilarious. Definitely hilarious. Oops. Okay. Alright. Philip Koos is saying, what is your favorite animal? Mine is a fox. So, I have said it before, but it was on a stream a long time ago, so that's probably a good one to repeat. My favorite animal is a dog, but if we're not talking about, like, domestic pets, and of course you can make arguments for this, as you might have seen people with these, but I like wolves. Wolves are actually my favorite animal after that, and I also like a lot of the great apes, you know, the gorillas and things like that. But yeah, I love animals in general, you know. I'm crazy about animals. I always like read wildlife fact files. They were basically like zoo books or National Geographic type magazines, I guess. But wildlife fact files were things that you would put in this binder, and they would mail you some each month. You know, you paid like a subscription fee, and they would mail you some. Really cool stuff. That was how I learned a lot about animals. I just have all these random facts, and yeah, it's great. Sadly, I don't have a lot of time to Skype with anybody who asks me, you know, so if anybody says, I want to Skype with you, I really reserve that time for just business, really, you know, and by business I mean any channel operations like live streams like this and stuff like that, so I pretty much just have the task force, and even then, I only really use the Skype for this purpose, you know, for the live streams and to communicate with those task forcers, the task force enforcers, the task force. I always said if we had 4 members, it would be the task force. I'll save that squash. This is not good, not good. Zombies coming, zombies coming. I don't like. I'm just saving this, holding on to this squash for, you know, kind of just at the right moment. I know it'll present itself when I need to use it. The time will come. Come on, I need melon bolts. Thank you, the Ninetails. Saying go, Dr. Kendo. Yeah, no, that's fine, Reese Brooks, I'm good. My Pokeball is fine. What do we got here? Austin Smith. He says, say my name. Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you, say baby, I love you. Do. Used to love 90s music. The 90s was the bomb. So sad for those of you who may not have experienced the 90s. I only wish everyone got to experience such a great time in life. But there are good things about the 2000s. I'm just still thinking about them. What they are. I kid. Well, thank you, Green Panda Gamer. That's really sweet, and it's a huge honor. You know, anybody that says I'm their favorite YouTuber, I'm always baffled, and I just really appreciate that. That's awesome support. Really cool of you guys. Boom! Here comes the boom. Love that jalapeno. Love that Speedy Cash. And what do we got here? It looks like Bubzine Gaming is saying, see ya, homies. I'll see ya later. And somebody just got a Sanic amiibo. Sorry, I can't read everybody's names all the time, so trying to keep up here. I'm trying. Alright. My brother made a YouTube channel. Because of you, his name is DKman123. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that of your brother, Philip. That's pretty neat. Anybody who does something because of me, as long as it's not like going out and killing somebody or something, which, you know, that wouldn't be because of me. That would just be because they're crazy. Anybody who would do such a thing. Crap. These damn ladder guys. I'm tired of you. I'm just gonna explode him. I know, that was a little bit of a waste, but I'm tired of the ladder fools. This is not good. They're breaking through. Not good. Not. I'm very scared. Very scared. What can I do? Guess I could put another kernel pult down there. I'm scared. Aha, squash. That squash comes through just in a pinch, doesn't it? Alright, Panda knows what's up. That's what they say. So I've heard. Nate Burrington says, guess what? What? Maddox Mesa, yes, it's facebook.com/DrKendoCommentaries. That's DrKendoCommentaries. No dot, no period, you know. DrKendoCommentaries. That is the Facebook. It's actually on the screen right now. Boom! Here comes the boom. Alright, I am scared. We've got a ladder dude, and there's already a ladder there, so that's not good. What can I do? I'm gonna have to jalapeno one of these lanes. I'll jalapeno this one. Oh, I should have jalapenoed this top one, maybe. I don't know. You guys, I'm scared. They're coming after me. I'm just putting that sunflower there for extra protection. And hey, extra sun is always good, but crap. Here they come. Must squash that dude. Boom. Okay, this is not good. Not good. Damn it. Take him down. Dang it, you. Lego Reviews and Gaming says, Dr. K, Indiana Jones or Boba Fett? I actually, this is going to be sad, I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie. I know about them and stuff, but I've just never seen an Indiana Jones movie. And I love Star Wars, so gonna have to go with my man Boba. Boba Gopher. So definitely Boba Fett. Thank you, Sierra Crosby. It's too sweet. Hey, thank you so much. Just hug me. I'm gonna die. I'm so scared. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die again. At least I have all my roof top cleaners or whatever. This is so sad. Don't let them kill me, please. Don't let the zombies get me. Damn it. This is awful. I'll just blow that guy up. For crap's sake. Here. This is not good. Not good. Yeah, let's try that. Pow! Pretty good squash. That maybe could have waited a little longer on it, but okay, whatever. Jeez, I just have like no money. I should have gotten that double sunflower. I'm just screwing up all over the place, everybody. It's been a long, long day. Very long. Taking care of my wife, who was sick for a while. Fortunately, she's feeling better, so yes, everybody, let's be happy. Mrs. K is okay. I wish I could start a Mario Maker series. Who's asking me that? I think that's Professor Griswold. Honestly, I wish I could start every series that you guys ask for, but I can't. You know, I don't own half the games. I don't have enough money for half the games. I don't have any time for half the games is the main reason. And, you know, it also really messes with my rankings. Like, I know that you guys like the Scribblenauts stuff the most, so if you want that to keep going, you know, I can't do other stuff, really. My other stuff is doing the live streams, so when I do these live streams, that's sort of my chance to finally, like, get out of, you know, only one game. So, like, the live streams really are the chance for me to do that for you guys. I wish I could, I really do. I'm not trying to be, like, obstinate. You know, it's just the way my life goes. Crap. Please tell me I can hit him. Damn it! It can't. That was a waste of squash. Wasted. This is bad. This is very bad. Not good at all. I'm just running out of sun and everything. You guys are probably all making fun of me in the chat. Me and my terrible... I hate these roof levels. I have to use all these catapult type plants. I'm tired of everything. Tired of not having enough sun. I should have put more sunflowers, done like 2 layers of them. I should have done a lot of things. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. No, not another huge wave, please. I've had too many huge waves. You guys, I'm gonna die. Which team did I choose for the Splatfest? Absolutely Team Ninjas, baby. I'm definitely going Team Ninjas. All the way. You know, I don't have anything against pirates. It's just ninjas are like the coolest. Plus, you guys, I'm Dr. Kendo. Kendo is like the perfect, you know, it's a ninja thing. It's oh crap, Japanese inspired. But man, I mean, if I have the name Dr. Kendo, I gotta go with my ninjas. Where are my ninjas at? Damn it! These guys, ladder dudes, you suck. Ay ay ay. Yeah, you guys, this is not good at all. I'm just gonna have to outlast it. I don't think I'm gonna live. It would be so sad to die at this point. I think this is the last, like, stretch. Ay, ay, ay. I'm just so sad to see it all go up in flames like this. Or go up in zombies' stomachs. No, no. We're gonna have to get enough sun for basically a jalapeno. And then at that point, I'm gonna have to take away this and then explode those last few guys. Because I don't have... Here, let's... what can I do here? What can I do? Okay, we'll let that kill that, and then... Boom. Alright, that's fine, right? Yeah. Jesus, thank God. Sorry, everybody. Whew. I'm actually exhausted from just that. Foxy Pirate says everybody should change their profile pic to Halloween-y stuff. That's pretty cool. Go for it. Go for it. As I say. Devin Watson, what's up? He says, I just joined. And the Hollow Templar is using all caps to say, use tall nuts, not walnuts! Well, you already saw that I'm running out of sunflower. You know, I'm running out of sun. It wouldn't have helped me. Would have helped for the ladders, but it wouldn't have helped me for the cost. And I really needed the double sunflower, I think. But when Crazy Dave gives me a tall nut, I'll leave it at that and not pick walnuts whenever that happens. So in this particular case, I will absolutely use tall nuts. But in a case like that, the walnuts, tall nuts, you know, the walnut was a little bit better of a thing. So what can we do here? Joel Nunez says, you're the best Plants vs. Zombies player I know. You don't know many Plants vs. Zombies characters, players, do you? I'm pretty awful. You know, the Chomper's actually not too bad at these levels. That might be a fun one. What the hell? Let's try it. And then, should I keep going? I mean, I could hardly afford melon bolts. It's like, I don't think that helped me a whole lot, so maybe just putting extra layers of kernel bolts will do good, or something. Go with a cabbage bolt, maybe. We'll see if that works. So anyway, what's up, everybody? And it's okay, BlueJ1013 says, sorry, I have to go. And yes, eat your Brussels sprouts, as they say. So let me look at the chat just a little bit longer before we start this out. What do we got here? And yes, my favorite Pokemon is Charmander. Kudos to you, Mark Morton. Of course, you've been around a lot of the streams, so you know that. What's up, Austin Smith? And Professor Griswold, I've always liked your thumbnail, you know, your YouTube profile pic, but if you want to change it, I think that you should be the one to make that decision. So let's see here. Sierra Crosby, when you were asking about Pokemon and who my favorite is, of course, Charmander. Yes, I did see the TV shows. I definitely love the TV show was awesome. It was amazing. And let's see. Okay, I think I'm ready. Sorry. But yeah, so good times, Pokemon, anime. It was fun. And that's cool, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. They say, I play this game because of you. That's Chubby Pig 66. Well, that's cool. You know, Plants vs. Zombies is a great game. So if I can bring any promotion to it, I'm cool with that. I think they deserve it. Isn't it PopCap Games? I've done so much research on so many things. My brain is in 80 million different places. So anyway. Yes, Jacob the Dog, we know. Paw Rapper the Rapper says eat Brussels sprouts. We got it. Brussels sprouts are pretty good, actually. I don't mind them. I know some people say, ew, vegetables, but Brussels sprouts, not too bad. Not too bad. What should I do here? Maybe use a squash on that. And just build up my economy first. A little bit. Now I'll get kernel bolts next. Oh, man. What plant is your favorite? We answered that earlier, but I'll just say the kernel bolt is very high up there. And the sunflower. Of course, of course. I'm liking the cattail a lot more, too, nowadays. But yes. Green Panda Gamer says, I helped bring him to PvZ. Well, that's awesome. Gotta love that Plants vs. Zombies. I get addicted to this game. It's crazy. I loves it. And I love it. But I love it. I don't like that song. It gets stuck in my head all the time. I'm sure it's an okay song, but I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Yeah. Stuff on the radio, you know. Sometimes I think they can overplay stuff on the radio. So, that's my diplomatic way of saying it. Joel Nunez is saying, what is your future car? Well, I have a current car. Let's just say it's a black compact SUV. Pretty good gas mileage for an SUV, and I love it. Compact makes it pretty awesome as well. It's not clogging up the road. Whew. I got it in high school. That was a long time ago. Oh my god. I'm just thinking about how time has passed. I don't like to think about that. Things are old. Professor Griswold, things are old. I mean, I'm old. Professor Griswold is saying, what is your favorite dream and why? I don't know what you're referring to, unless you're saying like a dream that I had while I was asleep and it was crazy. In which case, I typically like dreams that my mom appears in, because for those who don't know, my mom died in 2013, and whenever she kind of visits me in my dreams, it's of course the only way I feel like I'm really speaking back with her in any sort of way. And she died from breast cancer, so I typically like the dreams where she looks in good shape, you know, not in, like, cancer does a number to your body, and it really makes you physically look a lot different and stuff like that, so, you know, I like to see her in good health and stuff in those dreams, so those are kind of the dreams that I like. And I can't think of one in particular, but I remember there was one that she was in my house, and I knew, it was like in the dream I had this consciousness that I knew she was gonna have to leave eventually, because I was like, wait, mom died, but she's here with us. And so like I knew at some point in the dream, you know, this was dream me thinking she's gonna have to leave at some point, and you know, I don't know when it's gonna happen. But anyway, so as the dream went on, she actually turned into an angel. It was pretty crazy, because it was just like she like her hair was not really blonde or anything. It was sort of like a light brown color, but then it turned gray from the cancer and stuff like that. And so like for a long time I just pretty much knew her hair as this like light brownish color, maybe a little bit blonde, but like her hair turned like super bright blonde when she became an angel in the dream, and like her eyes turned from the blue color, kind of like mine, how mine are. Her and I kind of have the same eyes, but her eyes like turned from that to like this brown color and stuff when she became an angel. It was just crazy. She like faded, you know, back to the heavens and stuff, and it really felt, you know, just really real. And so it was a good dream, but it wasn't like, you know, it also leaves that kind of sad feeling with me, like, once I wake up from the dream, so it's sort of a catch-22, where I feel good, but then I feel bad, and so it's tough, you know, when you lose a parent. It's never easy. Never really can recover. Oh, crap. In my hastiness, I put a chomper in the wrong part. I wanted it in that plant thing right there to get this damn ladder zombie. Live streams really do that to me. I always place things in the wrong spots that I don't mean to place them in. It upsets me. I really want to apologize to everybody. I'm so tired, and I'm working hard this week on a lot of just secret stuff and whatnot, like a lot of stuff I want to do for you guys in Scribblenauts, which you know about some of it, and then of course the regular Sunday episode. Talking right now for this live stream after recuperating my wife all day. I'm old, you guys. It's not as easy for me anymore, you know, all this work and whatnot. So I'm really running out of steam, so I don't think we will complete Plants vs. Zombies today. We'll have to make it a separate live stream to complete it. I'm dying. I am dying. Keeping up with the chat is tough right now as well, because I don't have anybody on Skype with me to kind of, you know, feed me the chat, I guess. Feed me the things you guys are saying, so it's tough right now. But I thank you for your patience, and thank you for being here. Again, Kendopolis would be nothing without you, so, you know, you guys are the absolute bomb. And I hope my I always respond to comments for you guys and stuff like that, you know, on the YouTube channel and whatnot, so I hope that that's just as much proof as anything that I really care about you, but I also say it in every episode that I can, you know. I tell you how much you guys mean to me, and so, you know, it's just really cool that you're here for me and doing this, so. Again, thank you. Can't thank you enough. Green Panda Gamers says Kendopolis goes through tough times together, and I really appreciate that. That's really cool. I've always thought of, like, you know, Kendopolis, my thing from one of the birthday raps long ago was Kendopolis where we all stand as one. You know, that was one of my song lyrics, so I love to think of that sort of as like the unofficial motto for Kendopolis. You know, there's all the hello again YouTube and thanks for viewing and stuff like that, and but, you know, the unofficial motto should be where we all stand as one. Kendopolis, where we all stand as one. I think we should put another chomper here, actually, for this lane. It's looking like it's in some trouble. So, I do love the chompers right now. Those were a good idea. I need another one, though. I need another one. Here we go. Boom! Take that, ladder guy. Oy, oy, oy. Again, I'm tired. I need to catch my breath, too. Just talking exhausts me. I know that you guys probably can't understand that. It's just, I went through like 2 years of neck pain, really like 3 years of like bad neck pain from working too hard and having a job where my chair and my ergonomics for my desk setup were like really bad. And so I've really messed up my neck a lot, and it actually hurts to speak. Because it hurts, you know, I don't get a lot of breath. My circulatory system is not as good as a healthy person's. I also eat like crap, so I mean, I eat tons of fast food. I love fast food. I put my body through torture, just in life in general. I never care for myself, so. That's why you guys probably see me, you know, saying in my commentaries every now and then, I'm like, I'm sick, you know. I actually feel like I don't get sick that much for a person as, you know, not taking care of myself as I am, but there have been times, you know, like each year, there's at least one commentary where I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm sick right now, so just bear with me, you know, and that always sucks. But thank you guys for bearing with me on those, of course. So, I love all of you. I love all of you. I'm trying to look for questions, but I can only look so yeah. Reese Brooks is saying, Dr. K, the discs in your neck are messed ligaments and stuff. You have discs, cartilage, whatever is in your neck and stuff. All of that, you know, so like whatever is kind of in the middle near my Adam's apple, it's all messed up. There's a disc that's out of alignment. And so, like, you know, you have ligaments and stuff. You have discs, cartilage, whatever is in your neck and stuff. All of that, you know, so like whatever is kind of in the middle near my Adam's apple, it's all messed up. So it actually kind of affects my voice, it affects my breathing, it affects a lot of things. And so I'm working at it, you know. It's not a problem that's just like, boom, it's fixed, you know. There's not really like one easy solution to it. As much as I would love for there to be like a miracle fix, you know, there isn't really one, unfortunately. I gotta exercise more. I think that's one, but that's an answer that I hate, of course. I got too much work to do. I've got all this stuff to do. I can't ever do what I want when I want to. So, sorry guys. You don't want to hear about my problems, I'm sure. But I do appreciate the Kendopolis camaraderie. It's really cool. This is not good. Not good. My defenses are falling. This is where things are not going good. Let's see. Steph is actually telling me, I'm pausing right now to get on she wants to get on the Skype, see if she can help me maintain the stream. So I'm going to call her, you guys. You might hear Steph of Anime.
Surprise!
Hey, Steph.
Hey!
Yeah,
I have come to fulfill my duties.
You can tell I'm exhausted.
Hey, you're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but everybody please welcome Steph of Anime.
Hello.
famed moderator around this place. Does a great
Shulk
job.
lover. We've had some
Shulk
great
lover.
Shulk conversations.
I know, man. People love to test you. I wouldn't be testing you if I was anybody.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
test you.
I have half a mind to like remove the comments or like anti-Shulk, but I'm like, that's not good. That's not a good moderator.
This is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who is in charge of that dictatorship sometimes.
It's out of the shepherd!
Oh my gosh. Yes. So let me see. We've had a lot of debates about Smash characters, so I know we can get you in on that.
Okay. Yeah. It would really help me because I can't see crap right now.
I get you.
I'm trying to live from the zombie invasion.
Reese says hashtag Dr. Kendo for God.
Yeah, you see, people describe me as like a god sometimes, which, you know, I would never describe myself as that, but I'll take it.
Of course
But
you are.
the thing is, even though I am quote-unquote described as a god, I can't step to, you know, y'all's power, the Jeff power, so, you know,
Power is strong.
your power is like more than God or something.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really happy. Like, everyone's been talking, been very chatty. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Seriously, you guys, I really love it. So I don't want my silence to be like, oh, he doesn't care about us. I just can't. I can't keep up. There's a zombie invasion.
Oh gosh.
I'm dying.
All right. Sierra asks, Dr. Kendo, do you like voice acting?
Oh my God.
No.
Well, Steph, do you want to give the first answer for that for me?
He absolutely is the best voice actor ever and should be working at Funimation right now.
That'd be awesome, actually, but I love it. I am obsessed with it. I mean, I talk about it in my Scribblenauts videos, you know, like, I did Minecraft story mode, and, like, the last thing that I ended off with in it was like, well, I could talk about the voice actors of this game, you know, like, instead of talking about things about the game other than the voice actors. Crap, I'm gonna lose. Damn it! They made it by.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Alright. Pac-Man or Mega Man? Asked by Lego.
That's a tough question. I'm gonna have to go with Pac-Man, but I do like Mega Man. I haven't played any of his games, though.
Yeah, because if we're going based off Smash, Mega Man is cool, but Pac-Man's the best trolling character, I feel like. He's just so
kind
funny.
Of trollish
Yeah.
sometimes. Oh, man. See you later, Awesome Brothers DX. Let's see. Sadly, I'm saying this, Dr. K, but you are not worthy. I don't know. Other people say I'm worthy, so.
What? Who dare say
That was
where?
Professor Griswold.
How dare you? How dare you?
Sierra Crosby, thank you. It said you should do voice acting sometime, Dr. Kendo. I do, actually, if you guys, you know, want to know, actually, is Scribble Ventures is basically me voicing like 30 characters at minimum in every episode, you know.
You can
I voice
check the
everything
first
in
3
that.
episodes. Shameless plug.
And I also sometimes will do, like, you know, little intros for the Scribblenauts series where there will be some kind of voice acting, or even within the Scribblenauts series, sometimes I'll do, like, a voice impression. Like, when I was making Yoshi, I was like, Yoshi! You know,
Yes.
so.
It's so awesome.
Occasionally I will throw in the voice actingness. Gosh, I suck today at this.
What? You're doing awesome.
I can't win. I can't.
And to those asking the Skype, Dr. Kendo Skype is a mystery and can only be awarded to those that have an infinity love of Shulk, of Jeff, and
The thing is,
very other high requirement.
you're saying this and I understand it's funny, but literally there's no reason to add me on Skype. I cannot talk with anybody else. I cannot. I don't have even, I seriously do not have a minute free in my life, like, to, you know, kind of just shoot the breeze on Skype. There's seriously not 1 minute of my existence that I have free to.
He'll explode, guys. The creepers.
I won't explode. I'll just implode. I'll die.
No, you're not allowed.
I will die.
No, guys.
I'm not a god.
Keep him alive.
I'm not a god.
Keep him
I will die.
alive.
Raise the kendo from the dead.
Yes.
Thank you, Nitaya Maniag. Or Maniang, I believe. Liquor Lick says, Kendo, what are your future plans, or plans for future LPs? I don't really do a lot of LPs, but I will give FNAF World a little bit of time. probably on live streams, honestly, more than anything. This is almost an LP, you know, this Plants vs. Zombies thing, but again, I just sort of leave them for live streams, mostly, you know. I don't really do regular videos on them. Yeah,
Nice.
so that's probably the best answer I can give right now. I don't necessarily know when I'm gonna LP anything, because Scribblenauts is the only series that I actually, like, have done, you know, over 30 episodes of, you know, like when I did LPs in the past, like Pokemon Red, I made it to like episode 12, you know, and then it stopped.
That was so sad. Guys, bring it back. Have a demand.
Pokemon
Give
Red.
it all views.
Pokemon Red LP. Okay, I need to pick a last plant.
Okay. Pick a cute one.
Pick a cute one.
Yeah. And while you do that, think about whether you like waffles or pancakes, because everyone's been asking that for a while.
Probably pancakes, but it's very, very close.
Same,
Oh my gosh, it's
yes.
so close, because I love waffles. I love waffles, and they love me.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Edward, who says, I do not have permission to die.
Exactly.
That's so sweet. What about when I'm like 1 billion years old and I'm like, you guys, let me die!
Denied.
Please, please. Yeah.
They'll sit you down at a
Denied.
computer and be like, must make more Scribble episodes.
Yeah, they'll be like, can you make yourself when you're dead? Make old dead Kendo.
Oh my god.
That's what I feel like, is like after I'm dead, and if YouTube is like still a thing, there'll still be like Scribblenauts requests, like, you know, for like 100 years, like, it'll just be like, Dr. Kendo, why haven't you made this yet, you know, like, fucking, oops, excuse me, whatever is gonna be in the future, you know, like, joy to the plants. There, I just made up some future show.
Yes.
Listen, when they create a show called Joy to the Plants, everyone will know I came up with that idea.
Yes. Coined it. Dr. Kendo
I
2015.
should probably TM that. So
Yes.
Joy to the Plants, TM. That's what I say.
It's official. So I've got a question for you.
Does it come from
So-
you?
It does. It's
Okay.
from me.
Well, I appreciate
So,
that.
because it relates to the whole YouTube still being a thing in the future.
Okay.
What is your opinion on certain YouTubers that, like, you know, when they get big and they move on to other things, they give their channel to someone else to continue it?
I don't entirely see a point in that. I mean, I see the point in that, I guess, but I don't see that being an effective thing, because what I've always said is people come to, for instance, my YouTube channel for me. You know, it's like somebody could copy what I do, you know, but then they're always a copy of me.
Exactly.
And so it's like, I get that they want, I guess, you know, somebody else to have like a great, you know, they're trying to do a nice thing, and I like that. You know, I love when people try to help others out. But what I don't feel is effective is that it won't have that same person anymore, you know? It's like, that's what made that channel big, and it should stay that person's property. Now, if they wanted to say, like, for videos that are like mine, but run by somebody else, please do, you know, subscribe to this channel, and they could shout that other person, and then they'd say something like, because I'm going to stop YouTubing, you know, like, that's what they would say. Obviously, that would yield fewer people, but it would get the people who want to actually see somebody else, you know, like, I just don't think it's effective.
Oh, I
Does that
see.
make
You
sense?
actually take it better than I do. I kind of get offended a little bit. I
Oh.
feel like you're giving all your hard work away. And yeah, exactly.
That's
the people
true.
who followed them for, you know, to see them, it's just kind of like, oh, a stab in the face. Like, okay, guys, so
That's
follow
true.
this guy instead.
Speaking of, this is a time for me to kind of State of the Union address maybe on something.
Go for it.
You know, people have, of course, asked for shout-outs. That happens to every YouTuber of a certain size, you know. They say, like, can you shout me out? You know, that's what their fans say. That's going to happen, granted. The reason I don't like it, and the reason I don't do shout-outs just, like, willy-nilly for anything, is that it took me so much work, like, I told you about my neck. I told you guys about my pain and stuff. Like, all that I have gone through, like, to get to what I've achieved. And, like, I don't like kind of devaluing that. Like, I think people will have so much more reward when they get that themselves, you know? Like, I will put my mark of approval on something, like when I shouted out to Milton Core, the guy who draws. Like, I actually reached out to him and asked him first. You know, I didn't just like shout it out for no reason. I said, I love your drawings, they're amazing. You know, like, can you collaborate with me on this?
Yeah,
and, you know, so like, I'm okay with something like that. But just doing, like, shout out to this person, like, that does not fulfill me at all, and it's ultimately not going to help you that much, you know? People don't go subscribe just because I said shout out to random person's name, you know?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So I just wanted that to be known for everybody, you know, like, let you know my reasoning and stuff. This is not good. I think I'm too tired to play this. Like, it's just, this is not going well at all.
Guys, quick, ask hype questions so that you keep Kendo alive.
I'm just dead. I mean, look at this.
No.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
We're not even, like... I'm not even to, like, the third flag on the little bar down there at the bottom right, and I'm already dying. That person that said I'm the best Plants vs. Zombies players, maybe on a good day I can be a lot better, but not today. It's going just abysmal.
I mean, you're still winning.
I'm not winning. I'm gonna lose.
No! Well, you're still winning
lose.
from my delay, so we'll just pretend you still are.
I appreciate it. Hello, Nicholas Cozy. Cozy.
Hello.
Yeah, I think I give up. I mean, I'm just gonna ride this out as long as it can go, but after this, I'm just gonna take time to answer y'all's questions. I mean, this is abysmal. They're about to break through again. I suck. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna point out, the plugs are every 10 minutes, not every 5 minutes. So, you know.
Yes, there is a unicorn riding Nyan cat or something behind me. I am scared of it. It's been in my room for days. Tell me how to get rid of it. It won't go away.
Okay. Lego asks, Dr. K, Sprite or Mountain Dew?
That's a good question. I think I'm gonna go with Sprite, but again, no salt to either of the drinks.
One's MLG Pro.
That's true. I'm not MLG though. There's nothing MLG about me. I'm just trying to get by.
MLG.
Oh, thank you, Steph.
MLG Plants vs. Zombies.
You guys probably don't know, but Steph knows I also suffer from my core limiting belief in life is that I feel I'm not good enough. I always have. It's just one of those like things. Everybody sort of has an irrational feeling about themselves, whether they think they're ugly, whether they think they're this or that. Mine is that I never feel like I'm good enough, you know? So like even when I was starting a YouTube channel, I said I'm not gonna be good enough, you know, like it's gonna be nothing.
But you are. Continue.
So I just wanted to say, you guys are so like supportive and sweet. It really is quite amazing because, you know, there are giant YouTubers who are much more famous than I am, and they have like a billion more haters than I do, but they also have a billion more subscribers than I do. But like, you know, I think that the ratio of my love to hate is like so small on the hate side, and like you guys really boost me up. And so yeah, I'm gonna die right here. I'm just not gonna. Yeah.
Please,
I'm
no.
No, this will give me a chance to look at stuff like Scribble Masterer saying, "Notice me, Utapam King." The Utapam.
Nice.
Plants vs. Zombies sucks. I'm just kidding.
It's like, what?
I just suck at this game.
No, you're good. You're good. Everyone tell him he's good.
It's really because of my day. It's just been so...
Yeah.
I mean,
That sucks. I hope Mrs. Kendo is going to be 100% soon.
She's good. She'll be
good.
going to work tomorrow and everything, so...
Oh.
She'll be
Good.
back in the swing of things. She was already acting like her normal self, dressing our dogs up in their costumes for
Aww.
Thing 1 and Thing 2. His Apple
So
and Tui
cute.
are dressed like Thing 1 and Thing 2.
So cute.
Thank you, Sierra Crosby, not only her, but also J.E. Sentry. They are saying, you know, they're saying like, oh, I'm self-conscious as well, you're not alone. And J.E. Sentry saying, you are good enough. You know, I appreciate that. And the Hollow Templar, you're already doing so much to help the channel out. I really appreciate it. You know, that's just supporting me is the best thing you can do. Obviously, if you want to share my videos somewhere, go ahead. I'm not going to deny that, but yes. Anyway, let's see. So, somebody saying, can you do a tutorial on Scribblenauts? Technically, I do a tutorial every Scribblenauts episode, but I think what they might be asking also is that, like, can you do just sort of a general best practices video, which I did allude to almost a year ago. I have started working on that. It's just, it's competing with Scribble Ventures. It's also competing with the Scribble Draw My Life. It's competing with just about every video possible. And I've got some other secret videos that I can't reveal to anybody, so it's, yeah. So, anyway, I will forever hold that I do not look like Brian Furfer from Scribblenauts. He's got weird hair that doesn't look like mine. I feel like Micah, you know, the head that you can see in the live stream and stuff that I use for my avatar, that's the best one because it's got the little flip up of my hair that flips up. The only good thing about Brian Furfer and me is that it has the nice beard, the goatee.
Nice.
So, thank you, everybody. And thank you, the Hollow Templar. That's very sweet that, you know, you've been sharing and supporting me. That's really cool of you. And somebody saying, one day you will become famous. That's Joel Nunez. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Some people have said I'm famous right now. It all just depends what you're, you know, there, Sierra Crosby. Dr. Kendo's already famous in my book. That's really cool if you guys think so. That's awesome. My hope is to never be at a point where it's like famous would stop me from replying to comments, you know, like that's always what I'm going to try to do. So like if I had 1 million subscribers, like I would sit there, you know, night and day trying to respond to comments, you know, trying to keep up with it. So
yeah,
it's going to be crazy come December when everybody's off of school.
Oh God, it is.
All right. The Nine Tails is saying, what's your favorite game? Gonna have to go with Pokemon Red and Blue. And The Legend of Zelda, mostly the 64 games, so, you know, Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Love those games, love them. And, yeah.
Yes.
But thank you, the Hollow Templar. You're the bomb, man. Professor Griswold saying, spam the Utapam. Robloxian Horse Production says, you're not alone. I've had a tough day, too, but this stream cheered me up. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy when I can cheer somebody up. Excuse me. I can't. I was waiting. I was holding it in.
It's the burp of love.
It just came out. The problem is when I'm talking, like I don't have time to like breathe and stuff, so burps just come out randomly. StageHypnosisFundraiser.com. Could you please tell me what you're asking me? You're saying like, tell me what's your favorite. I don't know. Favorite what? Edward Choi. Wait, Kendo, who's your favorite DBZ villain again? Vegeta, man. Although he's not always a villain, I guess. Sometimes he's fighting for the good side. But Vegeta is my favorite character of all time in Dragon Ball Z. I also liked the androids, mostly 18 and 17.
Yes.
The two, they were pretty cool. I know a lot of people like Frieza and Cell, but I'm an androids kind of guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was the bomb.
Yeah, I haven't actually got the chance to see there's a new series for it, Super, Dragon Ball Z Super.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because, like, you know, there was Dragon Ball Z, and then apparently there was GT, which I didn't, you know, really
it wasn't
watch
good.
it and stuff, like, because I was already, what's the word? Like, I was already past it, you know, like, I still like Dragon Ball Z, but I wasn't really watching the show anymore. So... Yes, thank you, J.E. Sentry. Says you're excused. Yeah, the burp of love.
Yes.
So let's see. What is your favorite character from Minecraft Story Mode? Ruben! That's Basketball Craft is asking me that. Love Ruben, but I also like Axel. Axel's like my favorite human or whatever. He's hilarious. Big, kind of wide dude. Impulsive dude. He's hilarious. But I like Patton Oswalt's voice and, of course, Billy West. So let's see. What do we got? No, StageHypnosisFundraiser.com. You don't have to say sorry. I don't know what you're asking me. So that's all. Okay, Sierra Crosby. Dr. Kendo, how long have you known Steph and Mrs. Kendo? First, I'll answer for Mrs. K, but then I'll let Steph talk a little bit about us. And so... Mrs. K, I have been with her dating for 6 years. I've known her for 7 because we knew each other for a year before we started dating. We were both tour guides at the university that we went to for undergraduate, and so that's how we met as tour guides. And, you know, she guided the way into her heart, you know, and I was smitten. Anyway, we've been married for 3 years, for those who are curious. But as far as me and Steph, I will let her talk a little bit so I can recuperate here.
Ooh, okay. I might
How
get
long
the
we've
years
known each other.
wrong.
Well, it's okay. I'll correct you.
Okay. Exactly. So it all started because Steph was a little YouTube addict who would go on YouTube and go through all the little videos.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. I never go on YouTube ever. And so I was a big fan of Mario Kart at the time, and I was looking up shortcuts for certain courses. I don't know why, it just was like, people use the shortcuts to get onto certain to just cut their time when they're on the tracks. And one of the related videos was that Dr. Kendo's really old on his first channel, one of his commentaries, I think it was on the same course I was looking up, so it just happened to work out. Checked the video, thought, oh man, this dude's awesome, and I don't know what happened. But, I didn't really comment on videos, but I just felt the need to comment on his video. So, I just made a little comment because, throughout the whole video, he was so, friendly and just awesome, being like, hey, if you have questions, put them in the comments. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And from there, we just started talking, and we played some Mario Kart, and then we became buddies, and then Task Force, and then, yeah, Shulk.
That's awesome.
It evolved into Shulk.
Yeah, and Shulk is not where it ends, but Steph might get married to Shulk, so maybe it will end there till death do them part. But anyway, that was
we'll officiate the wedding.
That was 2011, if I have the year right, when you first made that comment, the initial comment to me. And I think we really kind of got more involved in the Skype and stuff like that, and me sort of adopting you in more in 2012.
Yeah.
It happened a little bit maybe at the tail end of 2011, but it was mostly in 2012. And so, the Hollow Templar, you're awesome. And somebody's saying, Mrs. K, shut up. Mrs. K isn't here, but screw you. Mrs. K will never
Mrs.
shut
K
up.
Is awesome.
So, whoever that is, we should actually time out.
Should, yeah.
Just for saying that, because this is a dictatorship.
I should ban you.
So
not even
Gaming Pro.
Out.
If you don't stop talking MK, I will kill you. So, yeah, Gaming Pro will just put him in timeout. Put in timeout.
Got you.
And
dude, first of all, I am not
also,
Mrs. K.
Yeah, I was like, you're also a moron, because Mrs. Kendo isn't here. Anyway. So let's see. Yeah, see, Gaming Pro, that's so rude. And yeah, Steph is allowed to talk. So, screw you. Let's
Down
see here.
The haters, they will be lynched.
The Hollow Templar saying, who's Shulk?
My lover.
He says, who's
obviously.
Shulk? I've heard of Sheik. Nah, Shulk is not Sheik. Shulk is backslashing his way into your hearts.
Yeah.
Backslash!
Yes!
And, I remember Steph was move spamming when we played the
oh my god.
Smash.
I still can't even play as Shulk. It's just really sad.
Yeah, I don't think that he's a great character as far as his move set. I'm not good with him at all.
I'm terrible at him, but he's it's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Good. You better.
Hello, Asher Constant.
Hello.
What up? He says, hi, Kendo. So who's saying, yes, Prussian Empire. Thank you for coming.
Ooh, here's a good question. CJ Jamerson asked, if you swapped minds with your younger self, what do you think would happen?
That is a good question. And hello to CJ Jamerson. He's a good supporter of mine. So, hello. If I swapped minds with my younger self, that's the question. What do you think would happen? I don't know. My younger self, it depends on how young we're going here. If I was, it was about age 15 or 16, I really had to, face a lot of the hardships of what other people can do to you in life, but also I did face a lot of them as a child, as a very young child in elementary school, because I was still getting made fun of for things. But when I got older, I could contemplate it in a different way, because now that I'm older and I've experienced a few more things, even at age 15 or 16, I was already talking like I was a 20-year-old or something, I just felt like life had really dragged me down, because people just seriously, it's attack me for anything. It was mostly my weight, it was how skinny I am. That was a big thing. But if you see my logo, it's the little black head I started spiking up my hair like that. That's my head, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. But my hair was all spiked up, and people would constantly like judge me and diss me for that and stuff like that. And that's something that I had to accept doing that, but it brings out like another side of people, it's like how can people be so afraid and so judgmental of something like that? They fear it because it's like they don't know a haircut like that, they don't know a hairstyle like that, but it doesn't mean you can treat me like I'm garbage or whatever. So it's
people
like
are stupid.
yeah. And then of course making just like rap-ish music, I consider it rap rock, but like making like rap-ish music, and I'm white, like people hated on me for that. I went to a highly diverse school too, so plenty of people of non-white races, did not like it back then in high school. They liked it a lot in college, though. Like, everybody seemed to like it then because we were all more free-thinking for ourselves.
Yeah.
College was great, but everything before college was just hell. My life was so much hell.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy. So, honestly, to say if I would switch my brain with my younger self, my younger self probably wouldn't be able to handle the YouTube channel necessarily, but I think it would have been different. I could have done it, but I couldn't have catered to the comments like I do now. So that's what would have been different. So,
ooh,
my name is not Kendi, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kendi, but like
anybody who says Kendi, we won't answer their question. So he's.
But he had a good one.
I know he's asking a good one, but he must take the consequence of calling me Kendi.
Come on, say his name right. I want to answer the question.
This is a dictatorship. So.
Yeah, this is very true.
So, the dictatorship, you'll respect the dictator. Let's see here. Somebody's saying you look really familiar. That's great. I don't know what the reason for that would be. I wish I had an explanation. So let's see. Reese Brooks is saying, it's probably because I've never been like in a relationship, friendly, not romantic, with a nice YouTuber. That's awesome.
Aww.
That's really cool, dude. I appreciate your support. You've been really good with the support and stuff. It's helped me a lot. Jomo Doe is here. We both saw it at the same time. Let's see. Jaden
We were
Thompson.
so excited.
Jaden Thompson is saying, if you had to play one game for the rest of your life, what would you play? For the sake of YouTube, I will, of course, say Scribblenauts Unlimited, because that's how my YouTube channel survives. But just for my own like purposes, of what I would like, probably some kind of RPG, like one of the Tales of games, So Tales of Symphonia or Vesperia, probably. I could play those over. I love the stories. And I am playing Tales of Zestiria, so you can expect to hopefully see more of that on Twitch. So, all right. Edward Choi finally said my name correctly and was asking, what is the task force's spirit animal? Since Steph was so excited, I'm going to go ahead and let you, start off with that one.
I actually know the answer.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't know the answer? So
don't know
you were excited to hear what I was going to say.
Yeah,
right?
because I know,
Okay.
like, you're into it.
So-
That's awesome.
This is what I considered, okay? And I have not even brought this up to the task force, so Steph will be hearing this for the first time. One day so Steph knows this part. I'll start off with saying this. I am a believer in certain shamanic, I guess, rituals. So I'm really interested in shaman. Maybe I'm like a street shaman in a way. And so part of the shamanism is, and just Native American culture and stuff, is having a power animal, or you could call it a spirit animal or totem animal. But I call them power animals, and I really believe in it because I love animals for one, but also I feel close to that spiritually because I'm not crazy spiritual. I believe in God and everything. I just, I don't particularly belong to a religion, but like that's my best way of being spiritual is kind of when I think about this. And so a power animal basically will come to you if anybody else wants to kind of do it. Anybody can do this, okay? So what I'm about to tell you is knowledge you can take with you. If you are looking for a power animal or a spirit animal, just keep that in your brain that you're looking out for it. And what will happen is the animal will come to you, is what shaman, people believe, is they believe it comes to you. So like you might be driving in the car one day and see like a billboard, I'm going to use my example, of wolves. I saw a wolf on a billboard for some other, like it was like a water company and they used a wolf, as like their picture. But like, you know, then I saw a documentary come on about wolves, and then I was like waiting for the dentist, and they had a statue of like a wolf. It was like a decorative thing, and I kept seeing wolves everywhere. They were in my dreams. The wolf came to me. Now I love wolves, so it was like really great that the wolf was my spirit animal. But then you can go on Google or whatever, or if you know any shaman in real life, you can speak to a shaman and ask what the wolf represents for you. So what the wolf, you know, it's like whatever it represents, what traits it represents. Like, let's say wolves, you know, they can be lone wolves, but they also can go traveling as a pack, and they mate for life. And, you know, kind of these traits of a wolf are what can be either things that you think you need to work on, or things that you feel you are already strong with in your own life. So typically a shaman will partly believe, okay, my thing is the wolf, you know, my power animal is the wolf because I'm very strong and independent and I'm a good leader, but I need to work on being able to work with a pack and be social or something like that. You know, like I need to work on a certain aspect. So long story short, what Steph doesn't know now that I am going to reveal here is I actually wanted to pick animals for each of the task force members. So God. I wanted to like imagine what their power animal would be. And so Steph, I don't know if everybody's going to agree with theirs, you know, but like I actually think of yours, like I think of you as so nurturing and friendly and like so accepting of everybody, and like you would do anything for, you know, the people that are with you. That a wolf is good, you know, for that partly, but I also thought that a deer was very good for you. So like a doe, a deer. And so a deer it's a very feminine thing too, like a doe. So girl power, right? But you should definitely look up what the deer represents and tell me if you think you agree with that. But that was further traits that I mentioned. I thought that would be good. And for Jess, I actually was thinking possibly an eagle, but I need to look what it represents. But the other thing I was going to say was like maybe like a swallow or like one of those other types of birds. Like I was thinking of a bird for her.
That would actually be perfect.
Yeah, I know, because she loves birds too, so it'd work out really well. But again, I need to look up what all the other animals represent. But the only other one that I really had down was possibly a bull for CK, because a bull, you know, really stands his ground sometimes. Like that's kind of one thing about a bull is they can be headstrong sometimes. But with that comes fortitude, you know, like he's resilient, you know, people might make fun of him or something and he just gets right by it. You know, he's very headstrong and resilient, and he stands his ground when hating Shulk, unfortunately. But so
he can leave. I
was actually thinking like a bull for him, but yeah. So that's the very long answer for all of that. Steph, did I disappoint her?
No, okay. I think you did very well. Very, very well.
And the Hollow Templar, unfortunately, we can't change the name of the task force. I wish we could make anybody join, but it's called the Task Force 5, and we can't change the name. We already have songs, we have drawings, we have the YouTube URL in there, we have the YouTube name in there. So, Jomo Do saying bull equals CK confirmed. Yes. And you know what people say when something is not true about bulls? You know, they say bull Nikes.
Nice.
All right. So.
People are funny.
Yeah, people are funny. Joel Nunez, my favorite sport is soccer. And so, Professor Griswold, Dr. K and Steph, do you like Ouija, Malio, or Sanic better? I'm going to let you answer first because I need a drink of water and a breath.
Okay, go for it. You know what? You know, I saw Jess's answer too. I'm going to go the same. I'm going to go Ouija because he's hilarious. But the order would go Ouija, Sanic, and then Malio.
Yeah, I'm going Sanic, Ouija, Malio.
Yeah.
I love Sanic. He's funny. So.
So funny. You know, there's actually this billboard at my school, and like everyone made out of memes. So you have like Sanic like just talking about our school. It's so That's weird. Awesome. And like Pepe, like you know that meme.
I don't.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Wait, Hold on, I need to link you a picture because.
Okay,
Hold
we'll
on.
do that offline.
Yeah.
Matthew Hurtado Broughton is asking Dr. Kendo, what did you want to be when you grew up? So when you were a child. I always wanted to be a paleontologist when I was little because I loved dinosaurs. I didn't know what was entailed with being a paleontologist, or that probably wouldn't be the most viable career for me, but, paleontology was my thing. Obviously, I grew out of that, but I still love dinosaurs, but yes. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
My voice. Oy.
Don't die.
Asher Constant, thank you so much. He says, loving the Scribblenauts videos. Keep up the great work. And Austin Garcia, I notice you. See you later, Lewis Warby. Thank you for coming. What else do we got? Nicholas Cozy saying, what is your favorite Sonic game? I always loved Sonic 2 until, of course, Sonic Adventure 2 came out, and I think Sonic Adventure 2 sort of took the cake. That was the one. I loved it. The Hollow Templar, you rock. He says, I will die for Gaddafius. You're awesome. Hello, Adam Vandervelde. Although, we're probably going to be leaving soon, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Says, I'm late.
At least you made it for the goodbyes.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude. And, do you have a phobia? That comes from Robloxian Horse Productions. I'll also let Steph answer this question. But yes, I do. I'm afraid of lots of things, I bet. But really, my most known phobias are, I guess we'll say, 3 main things. Cockroaches at number 1.
Ugh.
I hate cockroaches. If there's a roach in here, I become the most scared, sad sap in the world. I am so scared of roaches. Number 2, I'm going to put it at the living dead, or like zombies. Only realistic ones. Like, I can see Plants vs. Zombies and I'm totally fine. I think it's hilarious. But even sometimes zombie shooter games, I like to play them, but I do get scared. I get scared out of my mind. The worst for me is realistic zombie movies. That's what I'm scared to death of. What was my 3rd one? Oh yeah, blood. I hate seeing blood in real life. I'm very, very squeamish. Real blood, again, I could see a video game or a movie and sometimes it's okay, but if I'm, they're drawing blood from me at the doctor or something, it's, yeah, not good.
Those Mortal Kombat 10 fatalities?
Yeah, those, well, some of the new ones have got me a little squeamish.
They're so gross.
That's Steph, you can answer now.
I actually also have 3. That's funny.
Okay.
I have 3. The big one is just insects in general. Like, we're talking from as small as like a fly to as big as spider, scorpion. It's a scorpion and insect? No, it's not. But
a scorpion's an arachnid, but
Yeah, exactly. It's not. But just any type of bug, I will freak out. It is just not. Oh God, no. Second is
exactly Reese Brooks. Sorry.
Yeah. Second, anything paranormal. It freaks me out not knowing things. So I guess that kind of pairs in with just like the unknown. So, but like more so like paranormal things, because it's just like it leads me to have an existential crisis, and then life is not good.
Yes.
And thirdly, just death. It's scary when you think about it.
Death scares you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suddenly, I'm somehow not afraid to die, but I think if I was faced in a life or death situation, it's I think I would feel differently, obviously.
Oh, I go total existential crisis. Like, wait, what is it gonna feel like? Wait, do you feel anything? What was it like when I was born when I couldn't feel anything? What is it gonna be? What's happening? And then I
don't know. I'm very weird about death. Like when it's my time to go, I'm kind of ready for it.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody's telling me I can't die, so
You're not allowed.
I know. I wish I was allowed.
No.
I need to die sometime.
No.
Spore Master 87, you're noticed. Sierra Crosby says, Dr. Kendo, do you think you'll ever overcome your phobias? No, because I'm 29 years old. I think at this point, they're very ingrained in me, and I would have overcome them hopefully by now. But
I don't think you're that old. I
I'm
think
only the son of the shepherd!
I can't.
Nice.
Yeah, boys!
All right. What else do we got, Steph? I think there's been a ton of questions and stuff.
Are you MLG?
No, there's nothing MLG about me. I'm not YouTube poop, but...
CJ...
Oh, MLG or YouTube poop? I see what he's asking. I don't care. YouTube poop's a little weird for me, but I understand the appeal. Some people like to watch mindless stuff. It's all right. Robloxian Horse Productions, that's cool, dude. I'm glad that I could cheer you up. Have a good one. Steph, what were you going to say earlier?
Oh, CJ Jamerson asks, what would you do to survive if it was the apocalypse? What is your plan?
See, I'm wondering if I would let myself die.
No.
I'm like, I don't have a plan. No. See, if it's
No.
a zombie apocalypse, I know that I would have fire. Like, whatever fire I could use, I would definitely have some kind of fire at my disposal. That would be the thing I would take with me. Fire's also good in a survival situation anyway, you know? You can use a fire for so many things, so...
Mm-hmm.
If I can do some damage with a fire, then that's where it's at.
Gotcha.
So...
Cool stuff.
It's all
Would you be a
good,
team
though.
player? Or...
Oh,
You wanna have a
absolutely.
social life.
No, like if there was like a zombie thing, I would, you know, absolutely team play. I don't want to be left alone with zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Kendopolis' life. We will sail the seas and kill Cthulhu. And no, I'm not gonna answer Steph or Mrs. K.
I don't know if they're asking who's in the call.
Okay, well, if
But
you're asking
dude,
who's in the call,
picked
it's
Mrs.
Steph
K.
of anime.
Like, what are you talking about?
I know, I just don't want to say that to you. I don't want you to feel bad.
Dude, I agree. Mrs. K
I mean, how
is
could
the
I
most
not-
epic.
If I'm married to that person, you know, I commit fully. Like, that's my
Exactly.
wife. She's everything to me. So,
Yeah, so there's a no-brainer.
yeah, I just don't like when people make me choose stuff. I don't like being put in a corner.
Yeah, like if you had to choose task force, then you'd be like, guys, no, like that's not okay.
All right, let's see here. Steph, what do you think? Like 5 more questions? Something like
Yeah, so make him good, guys. Make him good.
that? Okay. We'll count down now. Steph, hopefully you can help me keep track. I can't even
Yes.
count in my head right now. I'm going to
Yes.
die.
No.
It's been such a long day.
We should make them 5 good questions, though, so I'm gonna wait for people to ask good questions.
And I've got so much work to do tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm
Same.
going to die.
Me too.
Everybody remember to check out dkcgaming.com. That's the
Oh, ooh,
source for...
that is not, I didn't mean to do like that.
Do you want me to delete it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I deleted it. Anyway.
I need to recopy and paste my links.
Sierra Crosby is saying, Dr. Kendo, if you could meet all of us, what would you do? I would give all of you as much time as I could. You know, if you guys go to PAX South, I'm planning on being there. I'm really trying to get to PAX East, so we'll see if I get to PAX East. E3, I'm hoping I get to that. If I see you guys, you know, come flag me down. I have no problem. I have no problem talking with you and, you know, taking selfies with you or whatever. I can sign
Yes.
stuff. Like, I'm cool with that. But please realize it will have to end at some point, you know, so I can't, like, have you follow me around all day, like, especially if I'm at PAX and E3 and stuff. I've got to, you know, I'll be there for work. I'll be there for YouTube, and I'll be there for DKC Gaming, news website and stuff, so I will need to sort of move on, you know, so you will have to give me some space ultimately, but what I'm implying is that I will give you my time. I am not above any of you. I'm not better than any of you, so if you come talk to me, I will do it. So
Yay! Jess is so funny.
what's she saying?
Well, because she saw the link I accidentally sent.
Oh god. Matthew, you know, you're saying, Dr. Kendo, thank you for saving me from the evil school, and thank you for being an awesome live streamer. Thank you for bearing with me, dude. This has not been an easy stream to get through. I just am hurting. I'm hurting. The Hollow Templar, you are not just a knight of Kendopolis, you are the High Templar of Kendopolis.
Yes.
You are a High Templar. That's your title.
Oh, yes.
It's true, Jomodo. You speak truths.
She is. She's the wise one.
Scribblenauts requests here are useless. So I forget, Steph, have we answered a question yet?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait, we answered the one about seeing people. That was
Okay.
what, seeing people in real life. And thank you, Sierra Crosby. You know, you're extremely nice. You're gonna make me cry. Joel Nunez is asking, would you rather be able to fly or run super fast? I've actually talked about my favorite superpower would be super speed over anything else, so I would rather run fast. I think it gives me so many more benefits than just flying would. I understand the benefits of flying, though, so.
Nice.
We gotta ask Reese Brooks' question. Do you want to do it? Ask it to me.
All right.
Do you see it?
Yeah, Dr. Kendo, are you interested in having children?
He said, "You ever gonna have a baby?" Hashtag baby Kendo for life. So, yes. It could possibly be as soon as a year from now, but that's really soon compared to what we're thinking. Obviously, this is a kind of a private conversation that me and my wife have, so I just, I don't give too many details, but like, her and I, if it all went according to plan and there was no sort of accidental baby kiddo coming into the picture, it would be a little over a year from now, so maybe about 2 years from now, you guys might see a little infant kendo on some of my videos and stuff.
So cute.
Possibly crying in the background from his or her daddy saying, "Hello again, YouTube," and then they're going to be like,
Aww.
So, I will tell you, if I'm still doing YouTube when my child kendo is
Everyone is so happy.
is able to speak, then I will include, baby kendo or child kendo on the streams and the games and stuff.
Yes.
I'm hoping to have a daughter, so I'd really like to have a daughter.
He's so cute. It's so cute.
Mario fan says, "Oh man, children, if that happened, pass on your talents." I'll try. I don't know. I don't want my kids to be YouTubers unless they really want to do it. But who knows? One day you could see a Scarlet Kendo YouTube channel, because that's what we would name our first daughter or only daughter. Scarlet. Scarlet with 2 T's.
Aww. Alright, Joel asks, if you could meet a famous person, who would it be? And just a reminder, 2 more questions after this, so make good questions.
I actually have this as the 4th question, but I'll go with what you said. No, I'll go with what you said. We'll do 2 more after this. So, I don't know. I'm not crazy about famous people. Mainly, I would want to meet semi-famous people like John DiMaggio, who's my voice acting idol. But I don't know. Like, I'm just not crazy about like meeting people. Who would I want to meet? I mean, John DiMaggio is a good one for me, but Steph, have I talked about anybody else?
You talk about John DiMaggio a lot.
Yeah, I just love him.
I think. Who else do you like? I
don't know.
A lot, but
I don't know. I like to meet people that do nice things, like if there's somebody out there that's not necessarily famous but like has done something nice, that like a really big nice thing, what I'm saying, like there was a guy one time that rescued an old guy who fell into the subway tracks. And he said, "I'm not a hero, I was just doing what a good civilian should do, for fellow man." And like those kinds of people are really cool to me, like those people that do selfless things, and I'm really cool with that, and that's the kind of person I would like to meet.
Yeah.
Is that a good answer?
That's a very good answer.
All right.
All right, let's see. I'll let you pick the questions, Dr. K.
I was hoping you would pick them.
Oh,
Let's
gosh
see.
darn it. I haven't seen an epic question yet, that's why I've been holding out.
I guess we'll take the Matthew Brofton's questions, which is, Dr. Kendo, what would you do when you reach 1 million subs? Well, of course, I'll share that moment with you guys, make us some kind of special and show you the golden YouTube play button. I have ordered my, not ordered, but I guess I've gotten confirmation from YouTube that I'm getting my silver play button for reaching 100K. So I'll certainly, share that moment with you guys as well.
Confetti everywhere.
So that's definitely one thing. Again, if I have 1 million subs, I'm going to try my best to just keep doing what I do the same as I always ever do it, and I will hopefully still be answering comments, that's what I want to try to keep doing. So I appreciate you guys, and I want it to be known that I appreciate you. So
let's see.
All right, Steph.
Ooh, last
Reese
question.
Brooks
Last
is
question.
saying, "Can I take the channel when you have a baby?" I'm not. That's not a question that I'm answering. I'm just saying it's funny.
I know, that's funny. I was like, did you miss when we talked about this, about taking people's channels?
I think he's making a joke.
No, I know.
It's funny though.
It is.
All I
Oh.
need is a capture card and a mic. Yeah, you could take it with your potato.
Yeah. What's the last question? What's a good one? What's a good one?
Doc, will you read this? That's not the last question. Definitely. If anybody gets a tattoo of the Dr. Kendo logo or something Dr. Kendo related, like thanks for viewing, I will love you forever. I will build whatever you want. It's Scribblenauts one time, and I'll shout out to you. I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter. That is the coolest thing. If anybody actually gets a tattoo of Kendopolis stuff.
That would be epic. Thanks for viewing. Oh my god, you put it like a tramp stamp.
Yeah. Thanks for viewing right next to your, the tramp stamp. I'm gonna have Dr. Kendo's face on my. Never mind. Dude, I would love that. Every time you moon somebody, there'd be my face like.
Oh my god.
Steph will have to see that in the delay of the stream. I will rob a bank for Kendopolis. Just don't involve me. All right. Should we end with Sierra Crosby's, you think?
Yes, we should. I think so.
Okay. Can you ask it?
All right. Sierra asks, if you could go to one country or star, where would you go, Steph and or Dr. Kendo?
Do you think they meant state or star?
We can do both. Make it exciting.
Okay, because I don't know too many names of stars except for
I
the
don't know
sun.
any.
And I don't want to go to the sun. Unless we name a star after Steph or something, we could go there.
Aw.
But anyway. So, what was the question before star? Was it city or country?
Country.
Okay, country. Really, I'm not too crazy about going out of this country. I just don't like to travel. That's my main thing. If I could somehow teleport to another country, that would be cool. I would do that then.
She meant state. Oh, but stars.
And so, for me, if I could teleport to this country, I would go to Australia. I am so into Australia. Mostly, actually, what I think that I would like about it is not only the people, but like the wildlife. You know, I'm so interested in the animals and stuff. Like, so that's that would be a huge appeal to me to see the Australian
Nice.
wildlife. What about you, Steph?
It's definitely on my bucket list to go to Japan.
Nice.
And so, hands down, that's where I would want to go.
I met some people from Taiwan, and I always promised them that I would go meet them in Taiwan, and they said, we'll be your best tour guide in Taiwan, you know? So, like, I feel like I need to go there to pay them back, but
Awesome.
they'll probably have left by the time, you know, I go there, because they probably will be in school somewhere else, but they were these really epic girls that just came when I was an orientation leader at my old university, and I got to have them in my group. It was kind of a special privilege that they got to tag along with me. And my orientation team name, we got to name our teams. Mine was Team Sonic for Sonic the Hedgehog. And so I had a little plush Sonic the Hedgehog in this backpack that I was carrying. And he was always sticking out. And they said, we love Sonic, you know, and they like made little like running motions, you know, like they ran in place like Sonic, like, you know, like they love Sonic. And they said my hair looked like Sonic's because I had the spikes. So. So yeah, it was really cool to talk to them and have that experience with them. And yes, Mario fan, Jomo Do is part of the Task Force 5. She's also one of my moderators. Really epic and close friend of mine, like Steph of Anime, so please treat her with respect and know she is powerful. So
She is. She makes all the decisions.
So anyway, I again would like to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. This is the greatest thing to have all of y'all here. You know, other than having my wife in my life, you know, it's great to have Kendopolis too. Like, I'm incredibly blessed by y'all's support. I just can't believe some of the niceness and excuse me. Steph, I would like to say thank you.
Oh, of course. Of course. It's an honor.
You helped me out a lot, and you helped me out now that the once you came into the stream. Oh, God.
Sorry, I couldn't come earlier.
I can't even think right now, you guys. I'm gonna die.
You got this.
Anyway, thanks for viewing. I'll hang around in the chat and just kind of chat with you guys a little while longer, but we're ending here. This has been a long stream.
Alrighty.
Thanks for viewing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.